So what foods can you eat when you're on the keto diet? I've got some tips coming up. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in our Keep It Simple Keto video series. I'm your host, Charles, and one of the questions that I get asked a lot through private messages is what kind of foods can you eat when you're on the keto diet? So today I figured I would just pull some stuff out of our refrigerator and I would go over some things that we eat typically in a week here at the Watson household. So let's get started. So first I want to cover proteins with you guys. You know, on the keto diet, you have a huge variety of proteins that you can eat. So again, I just pulled some items out of our fridge to give you an idea of the type of foods that we stock while I'm on keto. First and foremost is eggs. Now, we do organic cage-free eggs. Those are usually the best. We pick these up. These are Eggland's Best, and you can grab these in the supermarket. But eggs are a great source of protein. They're yummy. Sometimes I'll have them boiled. But Tia also makes like fried eggs and bacon for breakfast. And so you could definitely chomp on some eggs. The next protein that I like, guys, is pork chops. Lean pork chops. These are great, especially at night with dinner. You can cook those up with some veggies, and again, just lean protein. Nothing special about them. I like the pork chops with a bone in. If you prefer to get the pork chops with a bone out, you can definitely make that decision as well. Next up is chicken. We love to buy all natural chicken breasts, skinless chicken breasts. We pick up this 5-pound bag from Publix, and there's just so much stuff you can do with chicken, so we definitely keep this in the freezer at all times. One of my favorite dishes to make, in fact, we're gonna be food prepping this tomorrow for this week, is baked chicken with bacon and mozzarella cheese on top, and then we usually serve that with either Brussels sprouts or some string zucchini pasta, which I'll show you here in a little bit. Mahi. Mahi is a great fish. We picked this up from Publix as well. It's one of my favorites. You can also do salmon, but we've here at our household find that salmon is a little too fishy tasting, so we prefer Mahi. Again, this and veggies with some broccoli or some Brussels sprouts. We're gonna go over the veggie list here in a second, but Mahi for protein is really good when you're on the keto diet. Probably my favorite protein out of the entire list, bacon. You can eat bacon when you're on the keto diet, and we eat it for breakfast, and we also incorporate it into our meals. We prefer the thick cut bacon, and Tia usually puts some cracked pepper on here and some spices. We cook it up, and it actually makes a great snack. We will cook an entire package of bacon, throw it in the fridge, and I will take 2 bacon strips with me a day as a tasty meat snack. And it's a really good beef jerky alternative. Beef jerky has really high sodium, and it's the way they process it really isn't the best for you. So my beef jerky alternative is 2 slices of bacon as a meat snack. I mean, come on, you can eat bacon. Let's do it. It's sold, right? All right, moving on. And finally, guys, the last protein I want to share with you guys is all natural ground turkey. We pick this up from Butterball. We get it frozen. We also do ground grass-fed beef. We just actually cooked up a dish with that a couple nights ago. We did a nice stuffed cabbage recipe. So we're out of the ground beef. So I wanted to show you the turkey, but you can use grass-fed ground beef as well. This is great for making like turkey chili, and we make tacos out of this and stuffed cabbage. So you can always use some ground turkey or some ground grass-fed beef in your keto diet. And now it's time to move on to the veggies. Now, when I was first starting keto, I think like every guy, I had a really big problem eating vegetables. And so it took us a couple weeks to find a good variety and a good source of vegetables that I enjoyed eating, making them in creative ways. The first veggie I want to share with you guys is zucchini veggie spirals. This is just like pasta. I like to throw these in a pan, heat them up with a little fresh minced garlic, and butter, and it's just like eating linguine. This goes good with a chicken parmesan dish. It goes great with that chicken bacon dish. So Veggie spirals is a great pasta alternative, and honestly I like it so much that I don't really even miss pasta. I much rather eat this. Next veggie I have for you guys is broccoli florets. Now I'm gonna tell you, when you're on keto, you're gonna eat so much chicken and broccoli that you're gonna hate it, but broccoli is a great vegetable to eat. It really fills you up. You can really eat a cup to a cup and a half per meal of broccoli. And again, Tia's had to get really creative in making broccoli. So we usually throw on, you know, some minced garlic, some butter, maybe some chipotle seasoning, some blackening seasoning. You got to get creative with the broccoli, but broccoli is a staple veggie that you can eat while you're on the keto diet. The next veggie I have for you guys is Brussels sprouts. Now, I admit, when I first started the keto diet, I was not a fan of Brussels sprouts, but a good buddy of mine shared with me a recipe, and now these are really tasty. So what I like to do with these is I like to lay them out on a pan. I like to coat them in a little bit of olive oil. I like to put a little garlic, salt, and pepper, and then bake them in the oven on 350 degrees till they start to crisp up. And what happens is, when they get crispy, they're actually really enjoyable. They taste like little cabbages, and with all those spices and the salt and the pepper and the garlic and even the olive oil, they really do come out great. So this has quickly become one of my vegetables of choice. Brussels sprouts. I know, but try them, Brussels sprouts. And finally, guys, the last veggie I want to share with you guys is veggie riced vegetables. This is cauliflowered rice vegetables. Now, being Cuban, I mean, rice is a staple of my people. So going on a diet and having a diet where I couldn't eat rice was really frustrating for me, and I had a really hard time letting go of it at first. But with the riced veggies, these come in cauliflower and they come in zucchini, and I think they make squash as well. I gotta be honest with you. Yes, I miss rice, but this is a great alternative. Again, we kind of make this as a risotto. We throw in minced garlic, we throw in cut up mushrooms in it, fresh garlic, a little salt and pepper. We cook it up, and you can even throw in some white wine, cook it up, saute it in a pan, and it really comes out really nice, especially with proteins like the mahi, so you actually feel like you're eating mahi and rice. It's actually a really good dish, and I've grown quite fond of this. This is probably my second favorite veggie out of the list. Your diet doesn't have to be limited to just protein and veggies. For those of you with a sweet tooth, when you're on the keto diet, you can eat berries. So what we do is we grab a bag of these mixed berries. They have blackberries, strawberries, and raspberries. And this is great to satisfy that sweet craving. I'll usually use this and drop it into my smoothie. That way it feels like I'm getting a sweet treat. So even though you have to limit your fruit intake because of the sugar, you are allowed to eat berries, so it does add some normalcy to your diet. Well, guys, there you go. Again, this was just a quick food list of things that we have in our refrigerator to help you get started on keto. You know, the biggest obstacle that you're gonna face when on the keto diet is the work that you need to put into in creating the dishes. But if you use the weekend to food prep and then you portion everything out, during the week, your temptation to cheat will be less, and you'll have some really tasty lunches that you can take with you to school, you can take with you to work, and on a night that you don't feel like cooking, you've already got dinner prepared. So what kind of foods do you guys like when you're on the keto diet? Let me know in the comments below, and you can check out the food list in the show notes. I'll have everything that we featured in this video there. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And again, I ask that you share it with someone that you think could benefit from this information. Maybe you're looking to get started on the keto diet. Maybe a friend of yours is looking to get started on the keto diet and you just don't know how to start. I hope this video serves you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Go eat the